So anyway, I said, that's not how you get peanut butter out of that orifice. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Harambe's Bauble podcast, a Magic the Gathering podcast. I am one of your hosts, DC. This is episode 21. Joining me per usual is my good buddy and co-host Will. What is up, Will?
What's up? How we doing, man?
I've been better. So last week I talked about plantar fasciitis, and this week in my other foot, I stepped on my son's toy that he failed to clean up, broke the thing to pieces. It was like a golden dragon thing. Went straight through my foot. Like I have a giant hole in my foot right now. It's bandaged up under here. But every time I take a step on either foot now, it feels like shards of glass.
No, that sucks, dude. Your foot can't catch a break, either of them.
We're not very bipedal right now. Not going to start walking on my hands.
Piggyback ride for me to get upstairs later.
I'd love that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love that. Yeah. Well, it's been really terrible weather. We've had like
crazy
tornado weather here, and then snow randomly, and then rain, and then snow again, and then it'll just randomly snow even when it's not supposed to. But we're supposed to get some pretty weather this weekend.
Yeah, it's supposed to go from 30 up to 80 on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
Lovely. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sinuses are gonna love it.
Beautiful. Perfect Cincinnati weather. Yeah. But yeah, man, we didn't get to play Magic last week, but I talked about why, because I DM'd my first session of D&D.
How'd it go?
Went great, honestly. There was a couple snafus, like I had to take some time to, get some things together on the fly because the party didn't do what I thought they were going to do. It's just typical DMing stuff. But other than that, I mean, I checked with everyone after, and they all said they had a really good time, and they thought I did a great job for my first time.
That's awesome.
It was good to hear that.
Glad to hear that. So you're going to make it like a weekly, bi-weekly?
It's once a month. Once a month. It's all we really could have time for. One of our players comes from Louisville.
Okay.
So shouts out Dakota.
Yeah.
Shouts out Great Ninja Podcast. If you know, you know.
And if you don't, you know now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah. I was happy with the result for my first DMing session. I was mentally drained. You know how when you're like building a deck and you're just like, that's all you do for like 3 days straight.
Yeah. Like
a long weekend or something. You're just deck building and trying to figure out, how do I perfect this deck? You know how drained you feel after that mentally?
Yeah.
It was like that, but twice. Yeah.
That makes sense. Cause you're like, essentially kind of cultivating the whole story for everyone, right?
Yeah, because I mean, it's outside of like the loose story that I'm following, like for the start of the campaign, it's all homebrew. Everything's homebrew. Everything's made from scratch. All the NPCs, all the little story bits I threw in. Like I had them do a competition in the arena. Like I just randomly made that up. Yeah, stuff like that. So, yeah. Distracted by whatever
she's eating on the floor over there.
Oh, just some floor stuff.
I'm sure
that's fine. Yeah.
How was your St. Patty's Day? Did you guys do anything for it?
Mariah took some pictures of the kids, but no, I don't really celebrate St. Patty's Day anymore now that I got a 7-month-old, and just 2 kids in general. I mean, really, what I used to do is drink on St. Patrick's Day, but I don't really drink anymore. Not often, at least. So,
No, I didn't either. I honestly totally forgot until I had a meeting at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And one of the sponsors on the first thing they said was like, "Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day." And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
It didn't feel like St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. Didn't have a feel this year.
Probably just, the constant dread of everything else going on in the world right now.
You're probably not wrong about that, unfortunately. Well, about St. Patrick's Day, I got this idea from someone on TikTok, Archangel of Hope. It's archangel.of.hope or Angel of Hope as her name on TikTok. She posted a picture of doubling season. She's like, this is my favorite green card. What's your favorite green card to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
That's cool.
Yeah. So it gave me the idea to us to talk about what our favorite card was in green.
You know, I like green, so
Felt perfect for you. That's
always
why I was
down
like,
for that. Yeah,
I need Will
I
to.
could talk about green all day.
Yeah. Need to pass this along to Will. So, what you got?
All right. Well, I think we're doing 2, right? You're still doing 2?
Yeah, we're still doing 2,
All
but
right.
because my one has a caveat.
Okay. And because of that, I'm just going to talk about a second one because
That's
I
fine.
just love
Yeah.
green.
Yep.
So the first one, I have to mention it. People hate on this card a lot and say that it was pushed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Elder Gargaroth. Such a cool card, man. It's totally green in every sense of the word. And I mean, do we want to read through the cards like we
Yeah,
usually
dude,
do?
go. Yeah, read the card.
Okay, I like it. I could talk green all day, so I just
Reading
want
the
to make
card
sure.
explains the card.
So Elder Gargaroth, 3 and 2 green for a 6/6 creature beast with vigilance, reach, trample. Whenever Elder Gargaroth attacks or blocks, choose one. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token. You gain 3 life or draw a card. What do you want to do? Elder Gargaroth can do it, and so useful.
Absolutely, this was a behemoth in standard. That deck with Oko until Oko got banned, but also Nisa. I believe it was Nisa, the Planeswalker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a deadly deck. It was a green deck. Multiple variations of it, but that was the cornerstone of that deck for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing green really struggles with is card draw, and so having that on a body, encouraging attacking and blocking, and it's got all the good keywords you want in green.
It's big boy
coming through. Love it.
Yeah, great card. What's your second one?
Second one is another, big kind of rampy, because Elder Gargaroth's cool because it's 5 mana for a 6/6, which is a great deal with all these keywords. And I mean, you can go wide with it, you can get cards with it. Super cool. This one's also kind of an explosive rampy card, and that is Defense of the Heart.
Ooh.
So Defense of the Heart.
I know you love this card.
I love this card, man. I've had this for forever. It's one of those that it always comes in the clutch. So Defense of the Heart, 3 and a green for an enchantment. During your upkeep, if one of your opponents controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards and put those creatures into play. Shuffle your library afterwards. So obviously insanely powerful, but I love it because it's like in green, you don't have board wipes. I mean, yeah, there's the Great Aurora. No one plays the Great Aurora. It sucks.
Yeah.
So there's not really great like board wipe or even removal options, but green's take is, all right, well, if you're going fast, I'm going to try to go faster.
Yeah.
And this is like a perfect illustration of that if I'm down and my opponent has 3 creatures, all right, well, I'm going to go fetch the 2 things that I think are just going to rattle everyone's world right now. And
you might be big and bad, but I can be big and badder.
Yeah,
bigger and badder. I should
especially
say.
If you're running a multicolored deck, then it just gets out of hand. I mean,
yeah, and that really harkens to your play style too, because like you've said many times, you love like just out racing your opponents to like big things. Like you love to build and build and build. You don't really necessarily like to tear down. You're one to build to a huge, gigantic swing of attacks. And
for sure. And even my opponents, like I don't really want to tear your stuff down either. It's like, what do you call like boat racing?
Boat race, yeah.
Like I love that. Yeah. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, you're good at it. I'll give you that, bro. Yeah.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
What are your 2?
So this is why I have a caveat, is because of my first one. My favorite green card of all time is Primeval Titan. And I have to say it has a caveat because obviously it's banned in Commander. But I used to, back when I did play Standard competitively, this with Emrakul was my standard deck. I ran 4 copies of Primeval Titan, 1 copy of Emrakul. And basically it was like, get Primeval Titan out by like turn 3, hope to cast Emrakul by like turn 4 or 5. Yep.
I honestly don't even think I've seen this card until right now.
Really? Primeval Titan?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's pretty bonkers. Obviously, getting 2 lands when it enters, 2 lands every time it attacks. Really, really powerful. I mean, there's a reason.
Just lands.
Yeah.
Too, not even basics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I ran obviously a bunch of fetch lands and stuff to thin out the deck so I could get uh get Emrakul or Kozilek or whatever it was, big bad Eldrazi out faster than my deck out to find it, but easier. But yeah, I just love this card. I used to love all the Titans back in the day, but this was definitely the most powerful one.
Makes sense why it's banned, but also I kind of would like to play with this card.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fun.
I mean, but it's like we've said, though, these kind of cards, they always felt super powerful, and they were always super powerful, but power creep is such that this doesn't seem that powerful to me anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably not
still,
nearly as broken as like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's still what, 6 mana?
Yeah,
5?
6 mana.
6 mana? Yeah. I mean, you're not in the game with it that early.
Right.
So, I don't know. Make it a game changer. Unban it, WotC. Please, God. I want this. I want to play Primeval Titan again.
Do you still have any of your copies?
No, unfortunately not. That was back whenever I sold all my stuff to get a Nintendo 3DS before I went on vacation. I was like, I haven't played Magic in like, a year.
Yeah.
Just sell everything. I regret it so much. I'm like slowly trying to build back up a lot of the key pieces of my collection. Like I got that Emrakul in. I got the Jace the Mind Sculptor. I need to get like Stoneforge Mystic, but that's like $23. Yeah, just that's the era that I played in, and one of my favorite cards of all time. Period. To be honest.
So cool.
But since I had to have a caveat with that, and I want to give people things to play, I know everyone knows this card. Also, the same era of Magic, Lotus Cobra.
Insane.
Lotus Cobra I honestly think is better than Birds of Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Because you can net 2 mana every turn, sometimes more, depending on what kind of shenanigans you got going on with Rampant Growth or Kodamas Reach or Hero.
Yeah. Dude, Lotus Cobra and Tifa is a big time staple.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you can run Lotus Cobra in a lot of decks and be happy about it.
Great.
Yeah. Even if you're not doing landfall shenanigans, just because like netting you an additional mana a turn is always a positive.
Super useful.
There is never a negative. There's never a downside to that. You're never upset because, oh God, what am I going to do with all this mana? This sucks.
And it's only 2 mana, so it's not like a heavy investment.
Right.
It's like you throw it out there and
yeah. I mean, it's a 2/1, so like it's not going to do you any favors from like a creature perspective. But you're not playing it for the creature part. You're playing it for that ability.
Yeah.
And whatever happens at that point. If people want to waste their removal on Lotus Cobra, and they have many a times for me. I mean, but honestly, that's great.
For sure. Yeah. Get rid of that, please, because I've got something else coming right now.
I'm already outpacing you. So that's fine. Lotus Cobra is a great card. Put it in every deck that you want to, honestly. Just there's no reason not to if you're running green.
And honestly, the price on that has been going up and up over the years too. Yeah, I mean, I remember several years ago buying one and it was like under $2, and now it's over $6.
Yeah, it hasn't been reprinted for a while. The last time they did it was in the last Zendikar set. Zendikar, the one we drafted.
Rising.
Yeah, Rising.
Ooh, Bloomborough Commander. Interesting.
Oh, they did reprint it in that? I didn't even know.
That's the last one.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, that's been a while.
Yeah.
Any card that hasn't been printed in a couple years, it's going to go up in price.
For sure.
Especially a card that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it, dude.
Yeah, man.
Primeval Titan. I can't believe I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Wild, man. It's people still play it in Modern for sure, but not nearly as much as they used to because stuff's better. It just is. There's easier ways to ramp now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is sad.
It is sad. Which is another reason why I just unban it at this point. Let people play their cardboard.
I think they were testing the waters a bit with Biorhythm, unbanning that to see how people feel about it.
Yeah.
In their pods. And I think they're going to start slowly unbanning stuff. It doesn't feel like there's very many cards that need banned right now in Commander based on the power that is already in Commander.
Yeah. And just the availability of removal nowadays. Like they've printed so many good removal spells the last 5 years that there's answers for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, any color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's an answer for everything. It's why part of the reason why the game's so good.
For sure. Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why I love it, because there's no dominant strategy where it's just like you have to play this way or you can't. Which I felt like, I don't know if you ever played like Yu-Gi-Oh back in the
Yeah, I
day,
did. Yeah,
and that was always the feeling I had with that, was it was like you almost had to play certain ways
scapegoats.
or you just weren't gonna be
Yep.
able to win. And that's one of the beautiful things about Magic, is that you don't have to play one certain way.
Yeah, man. We've said many times it's 4D chess with luck, with a luck element,
Yeah,
which it's the most complex game ever created, and it the fact that there's always an answer out there is
so cool.
yeah, so good. It's the best game ever made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. We had some interesting spoilers over the last couple of days come out.
I would say so. Yeah.
So one of them being, it's now confirmed by Wizards of the Coast that there is going to be another Deadpool secret layer drop. Pretty cool. So I mean, the story is, as far as I know it, from what I've pieced together and just watching videos on several different pages.
Yeah. What was that lady's name?
Oh gosh, let me bring that up real quick. Talia Vess.
Talia Vess. That's right.
Yeah. So pretty well-known Magic influencer who, gets a lot of product from Wizards and opens them on streams and everything like that. And she received this envelope that was a secret layer drop. And, her story was she didn't think twice about it. She just posted a video of her opening it. And the internet was set ablaze of just, what the f- is this? Had no idea this was happening. And the cards are hilarious.
They are.
They're just very Deadpool themed. Like, I don't know. We talked a little bit last night about how secret layer drops. I mean, I'll buy, singles from them every now and then, but this was the first one that I saw where it was like, that'd be kind of fun to just pick up this whole thing.
Yeah, none of the cards in it are like insanely powerful. It's a lot of your Magic staples. But I'm cool paying $20, $30. I guess it'd be 40 for the foil, but $40 for cards that I'm definitely going to play in every deck. They're going to get used, and for the treatment alone, because we saw a new type of foil that WotC's never printed before, the glitter foil.
Yeah,
which pretty cool.
It is very cool.
It looks sick
for sure, and it's kind of one of those things where if you're going to pay $40, you're probably only going to get, like, if you bought like the base versions or just normal versions, maybe like $15 worth of cards. But that's also where the collector aspect of the game comes in, where if you're buying, you shouldn't buy secret layer versions of any cards if you're just trying to like play them.
Right.
Like, it's only for like, you just want to make your deck just more fun. Expressive, or like fun and collectory, and so
I mean, a big part of this game, why I love it, I'm a huge collector of many things, and the collectability of Magic is something that I adore. So I'm going to be interested in something that's cool. I don't care if it's quote unquote overpriced. Yeah, some secret layers are not worth it, and no, none of these are unique cards. But I'd venture to guess that the bonus card is probably going to be unique.
True. Yeah, they are usually pretty good about that. I finally brought up the list too of the cards that are in it. So there's a Soul Ring, Lightning Greaves, Deadly Dispute, Lightning Bolt, Thrill of Possibility, and an island that's crossed out to now be a mountain.
Yeah.
which is what all of them are. All of them are kind of other cards that Deadpool is just sort of f***ing with and like changing them into other cards.
Yeah, it's like crappy proxies that you see at local game stores that people are doing like in their commander pods, where they're just like, oh, this is actually, let me mark this out, Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. You're right though. The foil treatment though on it just looks so nice.
Yeah, it's just unique, and there's something to be said about uniqueness. It's I'll pay a little extra for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I ended up buying that Earthbending Student, not because it was a good financial decision, but because it was just like,
the story behind
it. And I mean, it's going to be solid in Toph too when I get to play it.
Yeah.
But just the story, it's kind of cool. Like you said, sometimes the collecting aspect sort of trumps in your brain of like the game playing aspect. And
yeah, I mean, I will likely, at least for a while, not get to play Emrakul and Commander, but just because it's one of my favorite cards of all time, I just want it to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So
And then when it does become legal and the price shoots way up, you're going to be
Great.
glad you haven't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great financial decision.
100%.
But more like quote unquote spoilers, which it's kind of not really. So on the official Magic the Gathering channel on YouTube, they released one of those story podcast things again for Strixhaven. This time it was actually like people like talking about it, and like they show who was talking about it. And they revealed some like concept art and like new art from the set. Well, they also talked about a new Planeswalker. It's the first new Planeswalker we've gotten in what, like 4 years or something like that.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the first.
So not necessarily like this Planeswalker has been printed in other variants.
No, this is a
totally new character.
Totally new Planeswalker character. Yes,
that's pretty cool.
Let me see here if I can get it pulled up. Of course, my phone is wigging out because
that article that you sent, it just says years. First one printed in years.
Oh, in years. I want to say it was like 4 years is what I saw somewhere. But the Planeswalker is Delian. He is described as mysterious, macabre, debonair. I'm probably butchering that. The youngest tenured Strixhaven professor ever. He was laid low, gone for a moment, which you'll find out more about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then looking at the picture, very like black, purple, green. I'm guessing probably a Golgari.
Seems like a Golgari. Seems Golgari. I'd be surprised if it's not. Which they have teased a little bit. They've always talked about like roughly like, oh, we'll add another color. Like people have always speculated for years that they would add another color to Magic and it would be purple. That was what they would add.
Okay.
And they've kind of teased at this purple color a lot in like a lot of their art and like kind of what they're talking about using this ink. And I wonder if it's going to be kind of like wastes where it's like specifically for this set they'll have a new like land, but it's like an ink land.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wonder.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or is it going to be like Aether where you have what's it called? The energy, where you have energy that you use as like an alternate cost for things. I wonder if they're going to do that with ink.
Yeah, like ink counters or something like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That would be pretty neat.
Yeah. Or like an alternate cost.
Some kind of like a Phyrexian mana, like a new version of that kind of
whatever.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wonder. I wonder. It feels like they're going to do something big with this set.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see all this Mystical Archives artwork. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of great Spell Slinger cards.
Yeah.
Hopefully they learn their lesson after the first one. And speaking of lessons, will give us good lessons because Avatar set the bar pretty high on what lessons could do.
Yeah. So, Pro Tour been happening, qualifiers at least. And or no, Pro Tour Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just happened. And Izzet Lessons is the number one deck. Yep. After all that, after all those bannings of all those Izzet cards, Izzet's still the top deck. And not just the top deck, like the top 3 decks. It's all Izzet, different Izzet variations.
Are you happy now that Vivi's banned? Are you happy, people? Crazy. Crazy.
I'm not. I can't believe I'm saying this, but mono red needs more help. There's not a lot of good mono red cards. Not a lot of like, at least in standard right now, specifically is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like you have Hexing Squelcher, but even Hexing Squelcher feels a little slow based on what these other decks are doing, which sounds crazy to say out loud. It's still an insane card.
Yeah.
But there just needs to be a little more speed in mono red, a little more answer.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Strixhaven shakes that up.
Yeah. New Planeswalker.
And Planeswalkers haven't been good for a while. Like,
yeah.
Even in Lore One Eclipse, I thought Oko was going to be really good. Turns out he's not. Turns out, at least in Standard, he's not doing anything. He might be pretty good in Commander. I could see a home for him in Commander. Also, a Johnny, not very good.
You're a big Planeswalker player in your decks usually, aren't you?
I love
You
playing.
usually throw a few
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, I love planeswalkers. I like to try to throw a couple in just for the novelty of it more than anything because I love planeswalkers. I was playing the game whenever planeswalkers were literally invented, so they have a special place in my heart. And at the
Yeah,
core of Magic, they're very important because that's how like the story is narrated is through the eyes of planeswalkers, like
right.
traveling to different planes.
It's really like you as a player, you're supposed to be a
You
Planeswalker,
are,
right?
yes, we are
Yeah,
planeswalkers, yes.
yeah.
That's why before, whenever you would attack a player, planeswalkers counted as players because,
That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
These little bits of lore that like
just
I feel
lost
like
in
a
the
lot of
sauce.
new people, including myself, even though I'm not that new, like
Yep.
relatively new. So
How long until they make like licensed planeswalkers, like Marvel planeswalkers? It
I
feels
mean,
inevitable.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, we should be in
be
full
good.
spoiler territory soon for Strixhaven because I mean the set's releasing in April on April 24th, and
Yeah,
so pre-release is going to be the week before that.
about a
So
month out
we're
then.
getting there, and
So
there's been very little revealed.
yeah, I mean, really, I've only seen Mathemagics. That was the only
There's
real
been a
card that I've
couple,
seen, but
but yeah, I mean, like we've seen more Marvel, I think, than we have Strixhaven, which
just
is
crazy. Yeah,
I don't understand it,
yeah,
but I'm very excited for Strixhaven. We both are.
yeah. We definitely got to draft that because we haven't done a draft. I mean, when's the last one that we did?
God,
Foundations?
was it that or Aether Drift was the last one?
Was Foundations before Aether
I
Drift?
don't
I don't
remember.
remember either.
One of those two. We
We
did a
didn't.
Lord of the Rings one though too. Well, after the fact, I don't
That's
remember.
true. We did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because
I
I
think we
won that
did
draft.
Tarkir, didn't we? Or no?
No, we
We didn't
wanted
do
to, but we
Tarkir.
ended up not. That was like kind of when everything fell off
Okay.
a cliff
So
with our
then,
draft
yeah, we
pod.
haven't done anything after that
Yeah,
then. So
we
it'd be
need
good to get back on the horse and yeah.
Nicole says she still has that. Shout out to Nikki. Nikki still says she has that avatar box for us to draft.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she's ever cracked it.
That's wild.
So
I don't think I could live with that temptation of just knowing I had a box in my house.
dude, same. I've said like, oh, I'm gonna hold a couple packs back to like open up later. Nope, just crack on immediately.
Find me at 2 a.m. just
Yeah,
looking like a maniac.
got any of those packs? Dude, I can't even contain myself. If I see a pack in a store, I don't even care what set it is. I got to buy it. Like just one pack, just to rip in the car or something. You know,
Dude, if
it's
she
a real
still has
problem.
that box, I would do an Avatar draft for sure.
I'll hit her up as of like AdamCon weekend, which was not that long ago. She still had it, so
Shout
I'll
out
hit
to
her up.
Nicole. Yeah.
Shouts out to Nikki. Nikki's awesome. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. We I've been like very decked out, right? Building decks, but there is that one on the
Yeah.
back burner. I've got two that I've considered building. Obviously, our crustacean boy, Ragost.
Ragost. Yeah.
Yeah, I just I don't have it in me quite yet to build that deck. But there's been one that I've had like the inner workings of for a long time, and it's been kind of secret on the back burner. And with to give you a hint on what it is, Lauren Eclipse being released really makes me want to build it even harder. And so I've been kind of adding pieces
Okay.
as I get them from Lauren Eclipse, and there's a lot of good pieces in that set. So if anyone can guess, I'll send you like $5 on PayPal to go buy a pack of Lauren Eclipse. If you can guess what deck I'm building based on that information,
Okay.
say it in the comments below. I'll send you $5 to buy a pack of Lauren Eclipse.
I'm gonna just start
Or 7 or whatever
sending
it
you a
is.
list of just like hundreds of commanders until I get that $5.
You don't get it, bro. I'm talking to the people. But so I think I'm going to start building that soon. Maybe
Okay.
within a week or so.
Heck yeah.
Something you're cooking out too, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. So we talked beginning of the year about how my Magic 2026 goals where I wanted to build a mono black deck, I wanted to build a mono blue.
Uh
And
huh.
then next year we'll figure out red and white. But so went the Maronar route with mono black. and finally committed over the weekend to my mono blue. So it's going to be how I've been building the last like 4 or so of my decks, where I'm just going to start off with stuff I have lying around. So the first few drafts are going to be pretty shaky,
Yeah.
but it'll be fun. I kind of like that because it gives me a reason to use the stuff that's just sitting in my closet.
Yeah. And honestly, that's
And
my idea behind the deck I'm building too. There's just so many of these cards that I have sitting around. And I'm like, I want to build this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of a fun, at least it'll be playable.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. But but yeah,
Smidge playable.
I'm excited for this one. I have wanted this card since I first talked about it when it was spoiled. And I'm going to give you one hint and see if you can guess it.
All right.
I am he who knows 10,000 things.
I feel like I know this, but I'm drawing a huge blank. He who knows 10,000 things. Oh. Lord of the Rings.
He likes books. It's
Yeah.
Avatar.
Oh, Wan Shi Tong.
I may have made an irresponsible financial decision and gotten the borderless version.
I love it though. I love it.
Got the tax return and I was like, you know what?
Ball out.
I've wanted this card for so long, and I was really struggling to pick a mono blue commander that I guess would play in a way that I would enjoy playing in Finnish games. That was the thing because at first we talked about, I was thinking the Katara Waterbending Master, just because I pulled that from the Jumpstart and I love Katara. And
yeah,
I was like, all right, maybe we'll do that. But I couldn't think of a good way to end games with her. And so Wan Shi Tong, I mean, combat oriented, still blue, drawing cards, stuff that I like to do in blue already.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what, let's just pull the trigger on that. And
it gets that static buildup too, just of counters. Like anytime anyone searches
goes
their
in their
deck,
library.
Yeah.
So,
which people do a lot in Commander.
For sure. Especially
and you get to draw a card.
And 1/1s, and blue has so many ways of proliferating.
Now, I know you're not a counter magic guy, so are there things
there's going to be some counter spells.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to raid Vivi for a little bit because I don't play Vivi a whole lot anyway. So I'm going to just like take some cards out of there and replace them.
Makes me sad. I feel like Vivi was your pet deck once upon a time.
I still love that deck, and I'm definitely going to replace them, but it's just going to be for like the first draft, so I can like play with Wan Shi Tong. But so like my Cyclonic Rift, I'm going to move over, and like some of the removal. But I am going to give in and throw a few counter spells in there because
obviously counter
mono blue needs it.
Yeah. Obviously you got to run actual counter spell.
Yeah. And I'm thinking I'm going to get the Strixhaven Mystical Archives because why not? I mean, any chance you get to buy one of those.
They're so beautiful, dude.
So good.
Yeah. I was thinking the only two mono color decks I don't have now is green and blue. Don't have mono green. I don't have mono blue. So I think eventually I'd like to have a deck in every color combination.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for too.
Yeah,
it's been a good exercise because I feel like I've always loved green, but making mono green really made me learn a lot about green that I didn't already know. And the same thing with the rat deck. Like I learned a lot about mono black. Like there's definitely way more ways that you can play with mono black than what I am in there, but you still get it's just like a learning exercise of just like you dive into this color and you have to accept its weaknesses because there's no way around it.
And it also helps you like determine how your opponents are going to act if they're in those colors too.
Yeah.
Like what they're
get more insight into that. Like, all right, what are the staples of this color and
what are they fishing for in there? What do I need to be on the lookout for?
Right.
Yeah. How are they trying to win right here?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of looking at it as like, it's just a way to help me learn more about Magic, especially in colors that I don't know a lot about or naturally play, and like black and blue. That was why 2026 goals were that, because I don't really know a lot about this, or I didn't, and so it's just like part of that journey of, all right, well, let's dive into it more.
I think you might fall in love with blue.
Yeah.
There's a reason most people think it's the best color. It's because it is. And you're about to learn the ways of blue, brother.
Those are fighting words right there. But no, I get it. I mean, especially higher power tables, they love their blue.
There's just so many outlets in blue, like bouncing, countering, card draw. Like, there's just so many things you want to do in Commander specifically that you just alter the game for yourself, for the table. It's just the best color.
It does have a lot of good things. We'll see. We'll check back on this conversation
All
in
right,
a
fair
couple
enough.
months,
Fair
and
enough. Wanshi Tong is very
see.
powerful. That's a cool idea.
I think
I'm
it'll be
excited
fun.
to see it. Yeah,
because even if even in the beginning when it's not going to be super good, I mean, I'll have Wan Shi Tong finally after all these months.
Yeah, I want to bite the bullet and just purchase one too, because I keep pulling the Avatar, hoping to get that or a Badger Cub, and it just never happens. It just doesn't happen.
That's why I got that collector booster. Also, part of me was just like, "Ooh, maybe I could get lucky."
Oh, so yes, as you've noticed, we have been both cracking packs now. Will, when he gets a chance, here and there when he gets a chance. Me, because I'm obsessed with cracking packs. But I think I'm going to bite the bullet and order that the Spider-Man gift bundle on Amazon, because it's only $60 and you get a collector booster in it. And I feel like, I've opened a ton of Spider-Man. I want to shout out Spider-Man again. Brand New Day. The trailer just dropped for Brand New Day today. Oh, dude, it's going to be so good. But anyway, I still think it's a better set than people are giving it credit for. There's still cards I don't have that I would like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why not? $60. Let's crack. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that video, because I'm going to order it probably tonight.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Have you gone to Costco to see if they have that $10 thing?
No. So they're all out of the bundles, or at least they purged them. The lowest I saw them get was 20, which is still an insane deal for that.
Yeah. You get what, 9 booster packs, I think, out of it? 8 or 9?
No, it's not that many. I think it's 5, 6, maybe 6.
Okay.
I think it's 6. Plus, you get the full art lands, the full art hollow lands, and you get the Miles Morales promo, which is still like a $10 card.
Yeah.
So it's like half the price just for that thing.
Just for that.
Well worth it. I should have bit the bullet and bought another one, but I already bought 2 Web Slingers bundles before, because they marked it down the first time, and I was like, oh, $30. That's a great deal for that. And so I bought it and hit a Soul Stone. My second Soul Stone.
Oh, that was where you got it. Okay.
Yeah. That was where I got it. And yeah, I'm still on the lookout for a couple cards from that set. I want to complete a master set eventually, because Spider-Man is just my thing. So
yeah, you're right. Also, by the way, 6 boosters and then
6
the promo.
boosters. Yeah. I should know. I opened 2 of them, almost a third. But they either got rid of all of them or actually sold them at that $20 price point. Either that, or they marked it down to $9.99 and I missed it. And someone came in and bought them all up. Yeah, because it's nutty. $10 for that's stupid.
I mean, honestly, even 30 is or 20. I mean, 20 is an insane deal.
Yeah, even 30 was worth it back when I bought it, because packs were still going for like $8. Yeah. Now they've dropped down to like 5. But all right, so we could talk all night about, or I could talk all night about Spider-Man and other things, but let's get down to the brass tacks. It's the final week for Harambe's Hot Hits.
Hot Hits. Brought to you by
Ford. Built Ford Tough.
Built Ford Tough.
So Harambe's Hot Hits for Giada or Miku if you're nasty, and then Toph, the first metal bender.
You want to kick us off?
Should I? I kicked off the show.
Okay. You want me to go?
You go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do a little brief recap then. So week 1 was Mael's Aria. Week 2 was Earthshape. Week 3 was Liquid Metal Torque. Week 4 was my main man Kudo.
Your only creature so far.
Only creature so far. So I figured I probably should end on a creature as well.
Yeah.
And this one is Birki, Long Ear of the Law. 1, it's a rabbit soldier. I love Bloomborough. I hope we go back to Bloomborough one day, because I could talk about that set all day. They did an amazing job with that.
Yeah, beautiful set.
So Birki, he is 4 and a green and a white for legendary creature. Rabbit soldier, 4/4 with vigilance. When Birki Long Ear of the Law enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. And whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah.
He's a problem when
That's
he
a
gets out
problem.
there. Yeah. It's that's kind of we talked last week about how earthbending is just kind of slow. So if you're building like a earthbending deck and you're only relying on earthbending, it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
So anything you can do to try to like expedite getting those lands huge really makes a huge difference. And whether it be, instants or sorceries that double +1 counters or creatures, it just makes a huge difference. And the cool thing about Birki compared to like a Colonian Hydra. Like Colonian Hydra also doubles +1/+1 counters, but he has to attack
Yeah.
for that trigger. Whereas Birki is whenever a creature with +1/+1 counters. So you can just keep him back if you want to. If you want to swing with him, do your thing.
Yeah.
But just that flexibility of maybe I don't want to swing with, one creature like Colonian Hydra, but maybe I have a land that's already big. Have Birki out there, double those counters.
Potential game ender.
Yeah.
Double encounters, especially whenever you've got all those earthbent things. Pretty strong.
Potential game ender, and if not a game ender, it's at least like this is a problem that we have to address or it will get out of hand.
Yeah, I need one of those for Titus.
Pretty cool. It's not too expensive either. I think it was only printed
Bloomborough.
it was just Bloomborough, but it's only in a foil treatment. So I don't know if it maybe it's just collector booster packs or maybe it was in the pre-con. I don't know.
Must have been in a pre-con, yeah.
But it's going for $650 right now.
That's not bad,
Not
yeah.
horrible. I mean, if you're in a +1/+1 counter synergy deck, it's worth the $650. I mean, this is one of those cards where you're never going to be mad to see it.
Let me write that down real quick for Titus.
Seriously, yeah. But yeah, so cool. And a rabbit soldier. How can you can't hate on a
Can't go
rabbit
wrong.
soldier. No.
Yeah. Hop.
Hop, hop, baby. That's what we do.
So you happy with your 5? You think that's like your personal like goats for?
I think so. I mean, it's
Yeah.
getting harder and harder as I've been buying like some of these other like some of the more jumpstart exclusive pickups that I've gotten. And like, it's just reaching a point where I'm kind of loving everything that's in this deck. So,
Yeah.
but I do think that those 5 are like, yeah, those are my boys.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Great card. Great picks. I love your 5. I love that it's balanced and you've got tons of options for folks, not just,
And fairly budget options too.
Yeah.
I think Birki's probably the most expensive that I mentioned.
Well, I'm about to mention my most expensive. I figured, like I said, I had a hot heavy hitter for everyone for the last one. So
What you got?
All right, so let's do a quick recap. So Resplendent Angel was week 1, making angel tokens, giving them lifelink. Flare Fortitude, give your stuff protection. Valkyrie Harbinger, also like Resplendent Angel, giving your stuff lifelink, but can create them on her own just by herself, which is pretty nutty. Also makes angel tokens. The Wind Crystal, which is great ramp and also doubling your life and potentially giving your stuff, pumping your stuff as well with that last ability. So we got some clear synergies here. How do we win though? Well, this card is one of your win conditions in Giada, and that is Achroma, Vision of Ixidor. Legendary creature, angel, 5 anything and 2 white. Well, I realize that's expensive, but presumably you have Giada out. You have the Wind Crystal out here, so it costs 1 less to cast anyway. Flying, first strike, vigilance, trample. At the beginning of each combat until end of turn, each other creature you control gets 1/1 if it has flying, 1/1 if it has first strike, and so on and so forth for double strike, death touch, all the keywords, basically. It also has partner, but don't care about that. So it's a 6/6, but you talk about a game ender. The fact that all your stuff is going to have all these crazy keywords swing out, and you're probably going to win.
I feel like in that deck, like at a minimum, you're going to have like flying lifelink.
Yeah.
So you're going to get +2 just from that. Then you got, your Baneslayer Angels and all of those others. And it gets out of hand. And it's each combat?
It's each combat.
Crazy.
Yep. This is an incredible card. Unfortunately, it is like $10, but it's a $10 that you're going to want to spend to try to potentially end games. It is a game ender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And $10 to have a consistent game ender is worth it.
For sure.
For sure.
Because I don't want to say most, but a lot of game enders are much more than that, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like, doubling season, whatever, like what, $40, stuff like that. It's like, this is not quite as good as doubling season, but in an Angels deck,
you
might as well. I mean, it's so good. And you could run this in so many decks. Any deck that ramps that can get it out faster, obviously, is going to be ideal. Mono white decks in general, stuff with a lot of keywords. Angels always have a lot of keywords, so it just fits perfectly with Giada. So
perfect fit. And worst case scenario, just her herself. Like, she's
all those keywords
strong.
that she has, because she also has partner randomly.
Yeah, the partner is kind of random, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I tried to synergize it because you're making those tokens with like vigilance and lifelink and flying, or vigilance and flying, and potentially giving them lifelink that adds to the keywords.
Right.
So I tried to make
like
it as
Odric Lunarch Marshal in there.
I do not have an Odric.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not. I probably should, but I've got enough Angels that are good enough that it doesn't. I don't really need it.
You don't need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I try to stay as
you're staying pretty tribal
as possible. Yeah.
Typal.
Yeah.
The new word is.
Every card I think every card that I have, it's either a cleric or an angel.
Okay.
Yeah, I did have anti-venom in there for a while as a toy, but I took it out. Yeah.
That card is nasty.
It is. It is, but it kind of needs its own thing. And it didn't really fit well in Angels.
Didn't really fit the theme.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. Nice. I like your 5 too, man. Got some absolute bangers in mono white.
Yeah, and mono white's pretty mean.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty. Got a lot of spot removal, a lot of mash removal, a lot of token creation, a lot of +1/+1 counters. It's just a fun color to be in.
Yeah.
There's a joke I want to make there, but I'm not going to.
We'll leave that up to the audience.
You decide what the joke was going to be. Well, I think that's pretty much all we have. It's actually a little bit longer on this episode. Funny enough, I didn't feel like we had a lot of topics, but we were spitballing so much about stuff.
Just kind of worked out.
Just kind of flowing.
Yeah.
But we wanted to share briefly that we got big things coming for Harambe's Bauble.
Cooking up in the kitchen.
Cooking. Our logo, our official logo is done.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Jen.
Shout out to Jen.
Or
so cool.
At Cosplay Bay on Instagram. Amazing artist. We're very excited to share it. We're going to post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, when you hear this, it'll already be out. Yeah, it'll be on this pod. You'll see it on this pod as the logo for the pod.
And you can see it again right here.
Yeah. Here on that wall.
It'll be up.
Also, instead of these not so hot lapel mics, we've got some real mics.
Some big boy mics.
Some big boy mics in the works. Trying to get the studio all spruced up too.
Yeah.
Have some potential banging stuff going on there.
Oh yeah.
We got some stuff. We're cooking.
Come a long way from just sitting at our kitchen tables on Discord, or sitting in our office on Discord. So it's cool to see, man.
Yeah. We're brewing.
We're making this trip to the SCG Con.
SCG Con coming up in May.
Hopefully have some stickers, some cards that we can pass out.
Merch, baby, merch.
Yeah, come say hi if you see us. We might have some shirts or something.
Probably going to have some stuff to give away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think I have anything else other than please be on the lookout for all the pack opening vids and all the stuff we got coming.
Yeah, I got to get some more pack opening vids too.
Yeah,
not collector boosters though. I'm not gonna. I learned my lesson. I learned the hard way.
Very rarely do I open collector boosters. Yeah. It is true lottery.
I was like, you know what? It's been however many years, 6 years, I guess, since I started playing Magic. I've never bought one before. Never happening again, unless Wizards, you want to send me some. In which case, I will gladly open as many as you want.
It's not financially possible. You're playing not possible, feasible. You're playing the lottery.
That's like big boy gambling.
Yeah.
And I need like little boy gambling.
Yeah, $5 gambling, not $35.
I need to be at like the slots. I don't need to be
penny slots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
I'm not at the blackjack tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not dishing out $1,000 at the Hold'em tables.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay on the lookout. We got more to come. We keep growing. It's going to be good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye. Bye.